so much of my growing up in the last few years has been coming to this realization that no decision is perfect. There's always a trade-off. Just this decision of me living in Toronto right now versus being in India. There are benefits to this in terms of the culture that we have here, yeah, just the infrastructure, how welcoming the country is, uh, and on the other hand, all my family and friends are back home, but there are other issues over there,
Mhm.
and so there is that oscillation, and trying to come to peace with the paths that I've taken. There's this, I don't know whether it's a pressure in our culture or why this norm is that, when we meet, like, or even on social media, just like to pretend that everything is perfect. And somehow if we accept that, no, here's this thing that I'm sad about. It's somehow not welcome except for very close relationships.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I really appreciate that in terms of, yeah, like grieving the concept of perfection. I think that's a really powerful approach to our own work, is just recognizing the pursuit of perfection will often guide us away from ourselves in some way,
Yeah.
because the truth is that we're messy humans, and we tend to learn so much from challenge and loss. And so when we avoid it, or when we, perceive those moments in life as negative, or that we've done something wrong, it keeps us from wanting to dive into it and draw out everything that we can learn about ourselves or discern from the experience, that then helps us have insight into how do we want to live moving forward. And that's, part of what we're talking about here, is like utilizing the grief process for a more expansive and true experience of life. But it starts with, recognizing, maybe we're aiming towards perfection. Maybe we're judging ourselves really intensely. And those are kind of the stuck points that I was talking about earlier. There's so many little traps we can get caught in that lead us away from what's most real. And I find that grief is one of those pathways that always will lead us to what's most real. It just might not feel great.